What I'm going to do is I'm going to ride this map upside down.
It's a few minutes after breakfast.
We will be going through Patterson Park.
And Michael Wallace is mapping his next move.
I'm going to have to exaggerate here on Dillon Street by overshooting my turn just a little bit.
Wallace is a cyclist who seldom pedals down the same path.
The trick here is to try to intentionally curve the line around the corner.
Because when he designs his bike route,
we'll hug this corner and this one.
The route becomes a design itself.
I found a way to fit the entire world into Baltimore.
Wallace is both an athlete and an artist.
We're going to hit record track.
He relies on a GPS tracking device.
And it's on. Game on.
To record his every move.
Let's go.
With satellites recording his ride, the streets become his canvas, and the bike becomes his brush.
All right, this is the spot here.
As a biker, the city's landscape may be geographically desirable.
They got this brick stuff, which gets a little bouncy.
But as an artist, it's geophysically unreliable.
Some of the streets are getting redone today. Had to go over a couple of those. Heading into the park now.
Because every move is being recorded, Wallace can't afford a wrong turn.
This is my turn right here.
In a city made of blocks,
this will take me down to Linwood.
He finds a way to make curves.
These open park space spots are just perfect for making pictures.
An hour and a half after he started his ride,
all right,
it was over.
All done. So first thing I do is hit save.
There we go. This is the editing phase.
His 10-mile ride through the city produced an original piece of work.
So there's the camera I made, and it was 10.1 miles.
A TV camera with a story all its own.
And so when I look at this one, I'll remember that I had to cross a road that was just freshly paved.
Wallace discovered the value of GPS technology when he set out one day to draw his own name.
You know, in the middle of making of the W of a giant Wally, I realized if this works, I can make anything.
Now, 3 years later.
So I've got a Washington monument, an ancient creature that once roamed the earth, guy rowing a boat.
There's a whole collection of original pieces.
This one's called Field Goal.
Some of them are hanging in local restaurants.
I think it's awesome. Yeah, I think it's way creative.
Like the gecko that turns heads at geckos.
It just like, all of a sudden, it hits them that it's a gecko. And they go, oh, wow, that's way cool, you know?
His Wally GPX website is getting attention too. In November, it was called the coolest site of the week. But with publicity comes questions. Is this really art?
The kind of people that are going to push the envelope of, you know, new solutions to old problems and new angles on old issues are going to be the artists of science in some ways. It's going to be the people that are going to come up with these new thoughts on how to push us forward when we're stagnated in the same thing.
So Wallace pedals on.
Coming up to that stairway now.
Taking the road less traveled. And making discoveries along the way.
Oh, it's a great day to ride today.
Jeff Abel, Fox 45 News at 10.